Hey Kevin, what do you have there?
Well, I've got two different grinders here, angle grinders. They're both from Milwaukee, the company, not the town. And Mary contacted me this morning and said, could you talk about the difference between the two of them? Why do you have two of them? Won't one do the same job as both of them? So now, at least for me, with my hands, with my body, with the strength that I have, the way I do use these two different size grinders. The little 4.5-inch grinder almost always has some kind of flat disc on it, a soft pad on it. Very rarely do I ever put a hard grinding wheel on this. But I like this simply because it's more of a one-handed grinder for me. So if I'm, if I want to grind on something small, I can always hold it with one hand and be able to work the grinder and do the little detail work, the little finishing work that I want to get done. That's why I like the little 4s, 4.5 like this one is, 5s, all, really small, really easy, really light. It's only 5.5 pounds. But for bigger jobs, getting rust off, getting, cleaning up a cut that I made with like the plasma cutter or something, where I've got to remove slag off of a piece of metal, just long welds that I have to grind down, smooth off. That's what the 7-inch is for. Now, this is not the biggest grinder. There's actually a 9-inch grinder. I just don't have one of those. That's even a bigger moose to hang on to. This thing is a little over 13 pounds. You pull the trigger on it and it wants to jump out of your hand. It's got that much torque in it. That big 7-inch wheel is really digging in. It's throwing sparks, it's throwing chips, it's throwing stuff everywhere. So quick stock removal, contour work on something heavy, something hard, detail work. That's how I would use the two different grinders. So really it all boils down to the proper tool for the proper job. How are you going to use it? What are you going to do with it? How often are you going to use it? Those are all things you have to consider before you go down and spend money on either one of them. They're not that expensive. You don't have to mortgage your house to buy one, but it's sure nice to have the pair of them, have two of them, be able to do this job or that job. Somebody's here to help. They can always use one of the other ones. The voice comes down to help. She can always use the little one. I use the big one. So Mary, I hope that answers your question, points you in the right direction. So I'm going to put this stuff away and get out some more tools to work with. You guys are going to reach down there and hit that subscribe button for me, and I'll see you next time. Oh look, it had a baby.